Hey, it's Jason from Makash Films. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. We've got an incredible lineup of programming here, and we're constantly working on new projects that I can't wait to share with you. Everything we produce here at Makash is built to inspire, connect, and spark real conversation. So stick around, there's so much more coming. And hey, go ahead and hit subscribe now before you forget.
Do it.
Take the sting higher, take the sting higher. I'm a blower. You don't know what it takes, so you wanna be great, but do you really know what it stakes? Do you know what it means to me? I keep running my race.
Yes. Hello. You heard the music. You saw the graphic on the screen. Don't kid your eyes. It is yet another episode of The Hitting Cage with my partner, my pal. On my immediate left is the one, the only, Jack Glennon. I'm your host, Tristan Thornhill. Jack, how are you doing, man? You're in a different room.
Good. I am in a different room because I'm finally back in the greatest country on earth, the United States of America, and it feels great. And you know what, Tristan? You have another inconsistency yet again because once again you are on my left as well.
Yes. And if it wasn't horrible enough, I have a shit show right behind me. But I mean, at least we have some kind of decoration going on in the back here. I mean, we've got Yankees magazines, we've got the Tennessee stuff.
You mean all this garbage on the bed?
And then you have the garbage on the bed as we finish the setup in the new apartment. If I had the basketball on me, I'd take a shot for you too. But
yeah, you'd airball. You'd airball.
I don't know about that. Watch it now. Don't disrespect me. But I'm on the standing desk today. I've got somewhat of a setup on me. I can't wait for my mother and father to tell me, oh my God, this is an eyesore. How did you press record? But baby, that's what we do on The Hitting Cage, man. We press record and we go with the freaking motions. So let's get it started. I'd be remiss to not tell our fans, our adoring audience, though, that The Hitting Cage and Makash Films has merchandise for sale. If you go to our store, our page on YouTube, you can hit the link to find our store, the Makash Film Store, and all the great other things that you can find along with social media and supporting the storytelling through AI on social media. You will find the Bonfire Store where you can purchase your very own Hitting Cage shirt, 10% off on your first order. That's running now all the way up until the end of September. If you use code CAGE25, CAGE25. Jack, you and I got to get those shirts, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I got to get mine in the mail right now. It looks fresh. Jason, it feels fresh.
I'd also love to just sit here and just drink like a Hitting Cage mug right here. Big things planned.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. Now, man.
Look. You use code CAGE, CAGE25 to get 10% off your first order, and you will look fresh, you will feel fresh, and you will be fresh wearing Stay Funky, Stay Fresh on your back. How cool is that? Check it out.
I could not have said it better myself, quite literally. So we have me back in whatever clusterfuck this is. You got you back in the States. And speaking of clusterfucks, that's the perfect description for both of our teams in the MLB right now. I wouldn't say the MLB as a whole is a clusterfuck, but last time we talked, we predicted some trade deadline stuff. People got moved. People have started performing well, I might say, for some of their teams. I have to ask you a question now before we keep going. Excuse me. Do you still think the biggest trade acquisition was the Giants trading for Rafael Devers?
At face value, absolutely. I mean, you look at the name recognition. It's Rafael Devers. I can't think of a bigger name that was traded at this deadline. Now, if you think about in terms of where the Giants are, and they're already back down to 500, they've lost 10 of their last 11 home games. Yeah. No, the most impactful trade was not for the San Francisco Giants because the Red Sox have maybe not won that trade, but they've looked better since that trade, much better than the Giants.
So much better. It's like they dropped dead weight.
But let me tell you something right now, Tristan. I am very jet lagged, and if I start yawning and falling asleep, it's not because I'm jet lagged. It's because I'm tired of hearing Tristan talk. So just for all our viewers out there,
we had a pre-record meeting, and this asshole He just sat there and just berated me with negative things to say. The minute he got back into the States, you become some version of a prick.
This is nonsense. This is nonsense.
Aren't you excited to go back to school, man? You get to go back. See all your friends. Look at his face.
I get to deal with Nick Rose for 9 months.
And Jay King.
Are you kidding me? And Jay
King, man. Hey, speaking
King.
to Jay King, his Brewers are on freaking fire. We'd be remiss not to talk about the Brewers.
We'll get there.
Where do you want to start? You want to start with these trade deadline acquisitions? You want to keep expanding on that? You want to keep talking about how my team fucking sucks?
I want to talk about the slumps right now. And you said that the MLB is a CF as a whole. Or you said the MLB, pardon me, wasn't a CF as a whole. CF meaning cluster F. I'm not gonna finish the word that you have used about 15 times already on this episode.
By the way, I want to cut you off real quick to briefly cap that Red Sox talk we were having. Since trading Rafael Devers, they are 21-15. Before that, they were like, I want to say 3, 4, 5 games.
And that includes a 10-game win streak. Mm-hmm. That includes a 10-game win streak. Now, but let me tell you right now, I think a lot of teams in the MLB, it's not just the Yankees, it's the San Francisco Giants, it's the New York Mets, the Yankees' crosstown rival. And the Red Sox have also gotten cold since that huge winning streak in the middle of July. So let me tell you right now, it's not just the Yankees, it's not just the Giants, it's not just the Mets. There's a lot of teams.
It's the Dodgers were do for a long time there.
The Padres are win one, lose one right now. So all over the league, teams are starting to falter. But with that, of course, that means other teams have to be winning. And like you said, it is the Milwaukee Brewers right now that are picking up some steam. And the Miami Marlins have also picked up some steam here, being able to contend for a wild card spot. The Cincinnati Reds have picked up steam. So there's a lot of teams that are benefiting on some of these teams like the Mets and the Giants taking their foot off the gas pedal, especially in the National League. So Tristan, let's get started with your Yankees. What the hell is happening?
Just a whole lot of stupid baseball and horrible managerial decisions. You don't need me to tell you this, but I'm going to because I'm your resident Yankee fan and I am depressed constantly having to watch this team throw the ball all over the infield. But I will tell you, if you look at any media outlet, the Yankees are always under a microscope, whether it be John Boy Media's Talking Yanks or the countless other podcasts that focus solely on the Yankees. Or John Moseroni, or John Heyman of MLB Network, all of them. They'll tell you the same thing. Everybody, I want to say about 75 to 90% of that fan base wishes to see Aaron Boone canned. And I will say I kind of jumped on the train not too long ago. It's stupid managerial decisions like bringing Devin Williams, who has been a crapshoot for you ever since you traded for him. And now look who's performing well in Milwaukee. Milwaukee drops him, picks up I almost said Tennessee, excuse me, and picks up the Yankees' third base prospect, and now they're firing on all cylinders. And meanwhile, Devin Williams is miserable and can't get it out to save his life. Now, the last time he was out, I think he had struck out all 3 batters he's faced. But he's blown so many saves. He's got like a 5.9 ERA. And I want to say, what series was it?
Tristan, I cannot listen to this. Series. I cannot let you go any further. I cannot let you go. The problem with the Yankees is not the managing. It's not the play. It's the fan base. It's absolutely the fan base.
How?
I have never seen a fan base as a whole villainize a guy who's got 17 home runs and 62 RBIs.
Then you
Anthony Volpe.
Then you don't play. You don't know New York.
I have never seen a fan base villainize a player so productive.
Very, very quiet recently. The only problem you had with him is his fielding. He had a great month of July. He just got a 99 card on MLB The Show. He had a very quiet.
MLB The Show doesn't mean anything.
A very good, quiet month of July. That's not the problem. Did I mention Anthony Volpe just now?
No, but every time I log on the Twitter, I see cut Anthony Volpe.
And terrible pitch. Those are idiots. I don't know what to tell you.
You said it earlier in the season.
You said it because it was true at the time. Two things can be true, Jack. And I can't believe I have to tell you that.
3 things can be true. The third thing is good players can have slumps, okay? That's the third thing that can be true.
But you have to understand, this is the best he's going to look. A constant 240 to 250 hitter who can get you 20 home runs a year. Yes, fine. I understand that you're not going to have every single part of your lineup be an A+, But if you could uptick your production to where Trent fucking Grisham is right now, you'd be looking a lot better. Trent Grisham is the sole reason why the Yankees are winning any kind of games right now. I don't have his WAR in front of me, but he single-handedly won him the game against the Astros.
But y'all still lost that trade.
No, we didn't. Stop it. Juan Soto looks like crap in the Mets pitch stripes right now. Stop it.
Let me tell you one thing.
Ever since the trade deadline and the All-Star break, his numbers are down. Yeah, he tried to push to get an All-Star nod, and it didn't work. Now, can you let me finish my point on the Yankees? It's terrible pitching. Ever since they went out to get all those acquisitions, did you see that Miami game, the very first game after the trade deadline? Every single one,
Camilo Doval,
every single piece that they threw in there that they traded for gave up a run or blew it. Every single one. David Bednar needs to be the team's closer moving forward, but even he had some hands in that. They were up 3-0, 6-3, 9-4, and 12-10, and lost 13-12. That can't happen. And here's where I will somewhat agree with you. Well, yes, it's not Aaron Boone's 100% fault. It's the things that he does in the media. He treats the fan base like a bunch of peons. Some of us actually know baseball. Some of us are actually watching all these games and understand who should be coming in what situation. When you bring in Devin Williams, who's in the middle of the biggest slump of his career, to try and get a save, and he blows it once again and you end up losing the game, hell yeah, people are going to call for your head. And again, I understand it's not Boone. I read this the other day. Aaron Boone makes a lineup. He then goes in the office. The analytical team makes a lineup, and I'm sure this happens at all the teams. And they compare lineups, and they decide which one's the best. Aaron Boone's a puppet. He's a puppet, man. He's the mouth of the asshole that is the Yankees. Okay? The thing I have a problem with is give me Devin Williams. What are you in a relationship with Devin Williams for? The guy fucking sucks, man. He doesn't have it this year, and that's okay.
I think the problem with Aaron Boone, though, Tristan, is that I don't think the Yankees front office is giving him the control that he has earned.
They do not.
I think that he's penciling in the 9 guys that the front office is telling him to pencil in.
And you would be correct.
But let me give you some quick facts about this bullpen right now. Devin Williams, 2 saves since July 22nd,
Yep,
3 weeks ago
bad.
for the team's closer. 5.60 ERA. Camilo Doval since arriving in town. 4 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 runs, which means your defense is an even bigger issue. So
The defense has been an issue all year.
I don't know where to turn. Is it David Bednar? Maybe. Is it Luke Weaver?
There's no maybe.
I don't know.
It's between those two.
Yes, it could be. What I'm saying is it's one of those two, but I don't know which one. You mentioned the other guys that they brought in. Jake Bird, already optioned to AAA after having a
Mm-hmm.
yeah, within 3 days of being acquired.
That was something that was probably bound to happen. He was only acquired so that the Yankees could get some of the relievers that they had some rest. That was the problem. The Yankees have not had a starter pitch past 6 innings, and I don't even fucking know when. It very well could be the very beginning of July. They have not
I'm going to tell you right now.
Starter pitch 6 innings. Their bullpen is taxed.
The Yankees picked up the wrong San Francisco Giants reliever. They should have traded for A, Tyler Rogers, or B, Randy Rodriguez.
Did you see the price that the Mets paid for Tyler Rogers? How are they doing?
I did.
The Yankees would be in the exact same boat. There's no reason. I'm okay with what they acquired. It's just you need to start performing. It's just a matter of can the players now start playing to their expectations? No one is. Jazz Chisholm has disappeared off the face of the earth. Augustin Ramirez, who they traded away for Jazz Chisholm, had a series against the Yankees when they were down in Miami. Giancarlo Stanton has been hitting the hell out of the ball, and now they're asking him to play the field.
The guy's slow as molasses too.
Comes with age, Brad. Comes with age.
And injuries.
The problem with the Yankees
a lot of injuries.
Is underperforming defense, bullpen, and an idiot in the dugout who acts like people don't know baseball. It is. It's true. And he's making terrible decisions. And I know that they're predetermined decisions. But stop. Have some fucking feel for the game. Have a feel for the game, man. Devin Williams should not be coming in the 7th, 8th, or 9th innings as of right now.
He shouldn't be coming in the fucking 3rd inning. He shouldn't be coming in at all. The guy should be playing for Syracuse, okay? Or pardon me, that's the Mets. The guy should be playing for the Rail Riders?
Scranton Wilkes-Barre, yes.
Yeah, the Rail Riders. That's where the guy should be playing. The guy should be playing for AAA with the way that he's played. I don't care what his name is, okay? The guy should be playing for AAA. He's been a complete and total unmitigated disaster. He's been a dumpster fire. There's no other way for me to put it. Devin Williams has been a completely, and I mean completely different player than what we were used to in Milwaukee. I remember a couple years ago, Milwaukee heralded as one of the greatest closers in the game, one of the greatest closers of the decade. Okay? And this guy looks like BP. Straight batting practice out there. I mean, he looks like he's pitching in the home run derby.
Now, I have to say, there's something going on to set up the relievers for this failure. You look all over the Yankees rotation right now. You've got Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, Max Fried, Luis Gil's finally returned, and then Rodon. There's a problem. As good as that rotation should be, Max Fried's last start, 5 innings pitch, 8 hits, 4 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He now has a 6 ERA. A 6 ERA in 7 starts since July 1st. You're talking about a 1 ERA going into this, and now it's like a 2.81 if I'm not mistaken.
Still not bad, but not trending in the right direction.
Exactly. That's my point. When you're getting closer to September, you want to see those numbers drop. And you shouldn't have to hear that from me. Everybody should know that, especially if you're listening to this. If you're new to baseball, you just got a crash course in baseball. You want to see numbers decline.
If you want a crash course on baseball, do not listen to this guy. Do not listen to him.
Anyway, it's a matter of pitching. And now that there's confidence issues in the lineup that is now, is affecting hitting. Aaron Judge is not hitting that great ever since he's come back from the IL. That's to be expected. He was hurt. They want him back. That's things to be expected. They need to address the defense, the fundamentals. It's fundamentals, bro. Fundamentals and pitching.
There's no excuse for errors.
It's the whole reason you lost the World Series last year, man. We shouldn't be having this fucking talk. We really shouldn't.
In my opinion, it's the only thing they needed to address after last year's loss was defense and bullpen. And they've tried to address the bullpen, at least. I will give them that. But they have made 0 strides in addressing the lack of defense. 0.
I mean, and the exact opposite is going on across the pond in the other borough. Whereas the Yankees pitching and defense has not helped. It's been the Mets hitting. They can't hit worth jack. Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor,
Lindor's cold. Lindor's cold as a freaking ice bucket.
They're all extremely, extremely cold.
Vientos has been a complete flop.
I'd love to get Charlie Fernandez in here, man, so he can give us his 2 cents about the Mets. But the starting pitching, same thing as the Yankees. Can't get them past the 5th, 6th inning.
And can't keep them healthy.
Oh,
look, Tristan,
really
I want to switch over to the Mets and switch over to the NL. But before I do that, I do want to talk about the slump that my boys are in.
Go ahead.
Man, not good. San Francisco Giants all the way back down to 59-59 after being at one point 12 games above 500. They were 10 games above 500 when acquiring Rafael Devers. They have scored the least runs in baseball since that acquisition, since acquiring one of the best hitters in the game. Let me tell you right now, Tristan, season's over. Season's over.
You didn't need to tell me that. I knew. I'm sorry.
They are 4 games out of a wild card spot. But you know what? Even if they were in a wild card spot, I'd say the season was over.
The deadline, like you sold hard.
Forget that. It's about in a vacuum. You're 4 games out of a playoff spot. Even if they were in the lead of the division right now, I would say the season's over because they have
no, you
0.
Wouldn't.
Yes, I
no,
would.
You wouldn't. You'd just be saying they're slumping.
With the way you're right, I would. But I'll tell you right now. If Buster Posey is watching this, and he should be because his hitters need to get in the hitting cage, okay? Completely unironically.
That was good.
Buster Posey. Bruce Bochy's contract is ending at the end of the season.
And the Rangers are firing right now too. I just came back from Dallas and I watched them beat up on my Yankees. Bruce Bochy's got them going.
He's got him going, but his contract is over at the end of the year. They have not extended him. If he hits the open market I don't care who's the manager. If Jesus Christ was the manager of the San Francisco Giants, you'd fire him to bring back Bruce Bochy. Okay? Get rid of Bob Melvin. The experiment's over. Bob Melvin, good manager. I like him. Seems like a great guy. But if you can bring back your 3-time World Series champion manager who Buster Posey played for, who manages a bullpen like no one else, who won a championship with the Rangers as well, you will win a championship within 5 years, I promise you.
Yeah, I think there's a great chance that you and I could be looking at the manager position this offseason to see who they give. If the Yankees miss the playoffs,
Boone's gone. He's got to be gone if they miss the playoffs.
He's got to be.
There's no excuse.
But I think there's a 50% chance that he could stay. And I'm thinking about candidates that could come in and probably take over for that role. You look at a possible Bruce Bochy. You look at Kevin Cash. The Rays aren't, re-upping him. Or somebody who was just there for Old Timers Day, the Yankees alumni game, Jorge Posada. He had a lot to say when he was there.
He did.
These guys need to play with more heart and more passion, regardless of what the managers are saying. They don't look like they want it. They don't.
Very, very telling
Posada,
what he had to say. I'll put it that way.
Is perfect because he can have those closed door meetings, get your fucking head in the games, and then turn around and defend in the media, and also be like, yeah, but we'd also love to see him do this better.
Well, let me tell you this about Posada.
Aaron
also,
Boone is just protect.
Well, I'll tell you right now about Aaron Boone.
I like it right in front of us.
I like Aaron Boone. I think he's a good manager.
I think he's a great guy.
I do. But he's too conservative as a manager. Yeah. He's far too conservative. He's so quick.
Timid.
He's so quick to pull a guy when they walk someone. And with the bullpen that has Camilo Doval in it, you can't be quick to pull a guy, okay? Because here's the thing. I'll tell you right now, I think Jorge Posada would be a fantastic manager of the Yankees, and I'll tell you why. Aaron Boone is respected. Everyone knows that. He was a good Yankee. He hit a legendary home run against the Red Sox in 2003.
But would you know about him if it weren't for it? Dude, that's my whole thing.
But you would know about Jorge Posada, okay?
Yes,
Jorge Posada is an all-time legend. And he can relate to these guys more. He can relate more to a star-studded roster that has Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Judge. He's been there. He's been there. He can relate to those guys more. Those guys can respect him more.
Yep.
I think that would be a great hire now that you pointed out. Hold on one sec. Before I let you go, what he had to say was very telling about where he thinks the state of this team is at. It was very honest. It was very brutal, and it was exactly right.
Listen, Jorge, he's the reason I watched baseball. He was the reason I was a catcher growing up. He's the reason why I understand how important it is. Him and Thurman Munson, huge idols to me. Shout out to my mom. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention.
Shout out Mrs. T.
Her favorite. Let's get back to the Mets. Back over to the other borough. They have lost 7 in a row, including a series to your Giants.
Yeah, who can't beat anybody. Yeah. Who can't beat anybody.
That's not telling. Oh, by the way, congratulations on calling up my boy Drew Gilbert, by the way.
Represent. Yeah, what has he done? 0 for 12.
Doesn't matter. He made a spectacular play in the field.
It doesn't.
He's getting experience where he belongs in the big leagues.
It doesn't? You're telling me it doesn't matter that he's 0 for 12.
The season's over! What does it matter? Let him get some experience.
When you trade a guy.
Your season's over. OVER.
I'm aware.
Him get experience. You think Christian Moore's killing it over there in Anaheim?
No experience is better than bad experience. It's better to let him develop than to let him strike out 7 times in 12 at-bats.
Okay, there's one thing with killing a kid's self-esteem, yes, but he's only, 12, 15 at-bats into his major league career? That's not going to destroy him, bro. It's Drew fucking Gilbert.
If he goes 0 for 4 the next 2 games, you send him down. I don't give a fuck.
You sound like a Yankees fan. It's actually kind of
0 for 20. You're not going to 0 for 20. You're not going to send him down.
No, you bring him into the office. Hey, man, welcome to the bigs, but you got to settle down in your approach.
That should have happened 4 at-bats ago.
Maybe it did. Man, who's to say it did? They're not going to do it again, man. You can't send again. That would destroy his confidence. That. He's already been on 3 different minor league teams. You want to send him back down immediately? You guys aren't playing for anything. Let him get up there. Let him gel with the guys. Let him feel like something. You have nothing to lose. Nothing. If he doesn't get a hit from now until probably mid-August, then we can have that conversation. Or late August? Sure. Not right now, man. He's only 12 at-bats in. Let him get his mojo.
I understand that, but at some point, it kills his confidence more to go
I'm
over
sure
25.
he's not feeling great. I'm sure he's not feeling great, but I'm sure he's just happy to be there, though. And if you take that away from him, you're going to feel like shit overall.
I'm not saying you do it yet, but if he goes over his next 16, yeah, you send him down, dude.
Yeah, that's from starting from here. No. Are you saying
No, I'm saying if he goes 0 for 25, I'm saying if he goes 0 for his first 25, you send him down.
That's a much more reasonable thing, but I still don't know if I'm on that train. But we keep jumping off the track, speaking of trains.
Yes, we do.
Talk about the Mets. The Mets now have a 3-game series coming up against the Braves in Queens. I think they're off today after getting swept by the Brewers, who are the hottest team in baseball. And we've already briefly mentioned it. This is a team that, yes, unloaded for your – excuse me, that's disgusting. Who's unloaded for your guy, Rogers, to go and wear these Mets pinstripes now, the blue and orange. And they haven't had a reason to really compete. Frank the Tank is losing his fucking mind.
As he should be.
7 losses in a row. I have to ask, it's a horrible, horrible slump, and it's going on in both boroughs in New York. If you're the Mets, what's the one thing that needs to be addressed immediately?
Oh, man, it's the plate discipline.
Okay, love that answer. Fantastic
it's the plate discipline.
Answer.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now, because look at this team. You look at this team, and we've talked about, Tristan, how it's been a rough 7 games for the Mets. You lose a series to the Giants in San Francisco, which no one does anymore. Yes, it was in San Francisco, pardon me.
Yeah,
yes, which no one does anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the issue for me. You can lose to the 500 teams every once in a while. Who cares? The problem for me is it's not just the 7 games that they've looked like crap. They're hitting .217 in their last 20. And while that's not on base percentage, that also implies that the plate discipline isn't there, because when you're hitting with low batting average, it means that you're panicking yourself. You're rushing. You're getting desperate. And guess what that allows pitchers to do, Tristan?
Yeah.
Expand the zone even more.
And that's not hard to do against the Mets right now.
It's not hard to do, especially when you got guys like Juan Soto, who's known for his plate discipline, who is a shell of himself,
Everybody, hold on. Jason, RG, everybody in the chat. I am now taking off my Yankees hat so that when this gets clipped up, the comments don't say, oh, look, a Yankee fan talking about Juan Soto. Bro must be obsessed. Yankee hat is now coming off. It's being put onto the side, so when this clip gets chopped up and it's me talking about Juan Soto.
You're still a Yankees fan, though.
You can't say, oh, look, it's a Yankees fan. You can't just tell
that doesn't change the fact that you're a Yankees fan.
I know. But I'm saying somebody who's never known me, watches this clip, and they're like, oh, great, look, he's got a Yankee hat on.
Tristan, they'd have to watch 15 seconds of any episode to be able to tell that you're a Yankees fan.
Anyway, you just told me, boo, put your hat back on. I'm not denouncing my Yankee fandom. Hold on. I am just so that I can be unbiased, because Mets fans like to get their panties in anytime a Yankee fan. Don't you freaking dare.
He's renounced his Yankees passport.
Don't you freaking dare do that. Don't you dare. Anyway, let's get into Juan Soto. You're telling me his chase rate is one of the highest it's been in his entire career right now. His WAR is a 4.3. I want to say his WAR at this time with the Yankees last year was around an 8, around a 9. He's batting .251, and I know batting average isn't everything, but it's still important. His OBP, because he does walk, is a 383, 493 slug.
Let me tell you this right now.
104 hits and 28 home runs.
And I said the plate discipline was a problem. And the batting averages too. But the on-base percentage for this Mets team over the last 20 games is .299. It is below 300. Not acceptable and not sustainable. And you got to get on base. And that's the thing, Tristan. If you're a team that's hitting 190, you can make the playoffs if your on-base percentage is 380. But if they're not hitting and they're not getting on base, they're fucked. Bottom line.
Lindor, 2.7 WAR, 114 hits, a 243 batting average with a 312 OBP, 423 slug.
Not enough.
No, not
nearly enough.
Not nearly enough. And you won't even want me to bring up Viento's numbers.
Oh, he's been a total flop.
Don't make me bring up
total flop.
But here's how I know that Juan Soto is not being Juan Soto right now. I can't remember what game it was, who was even pitching, but I know me and Charlie talked about it briefly. Let me get my Juan Soto stance, right? You're right here. You're dipping and diving. You're feeling good. If you're Juan Soto, you see a pitch come a little bit closer to your head. What's the first thing? You back up and you give him a little shuffle. You know you're in your brain. You had to pitch me up and in.
That's the signature Juan Soto.
Okay. So, I'm Juan Soto. I'm right here. Pitch up and in. No. Because he's desperate.
He's desperate.
Swinging up it. That's not Juan Soto. I really genuinely do hope that you could hear me just now when I was talking about my Juan Soto impression. I just saw a chat saying that they can't hear me. Hopefully that actually comes in.
No, they're saying they can't hear you because you don't have your hat on, dude. They say you need the hat. RG thinks you need the hat, and I agree. RG, he's not the same. This is
ridiculous.
He's not the same without the hat. This is not my partner, my pal.
All of you.
This is not the partner and the pal that I love and know.
The hat's on.
There we go. There we go.
Shut up. Hat's on. God, you're
and the sass came back with it.
Go back to Greece. Go back to Greece. I'm done. You know, give this same crap to Jay King, Nick Rose, and Alexi, all of them. Every one of them in the TVC office.
RG said you look so much better, and I couldn't agree more.
It is a staple, isn't it?
Now he just needs the Hitting Cage shirt using code CAGE25 for 10% off.
Oh man, this is why you're good at what you do. You know that?
Oh,
this is why you're here. This is why you're good at what you do.
Oh, that's why I'm here.
Speaking of discounts and codes and all things Makash, make sure you guys are signing up for memberships through YouTube and the Makash website. Please, we would very much appreciate it. That way, you guys can get discounts. You get special pins, stuff, blah, blah, blah. You can also watch it if we ever do a live episode, which I think I've gotten the go ahead and tease it today. Date TBD. You guys, if you sign up for a membership, get to sit in our live Hitting Cage episodes and interact with us, ask us questions, do a diamond discussion if you sign up for a membership.
That's right.
Please do so because I think we're thinking about doing the live episode next time we see you guys. How much fun would that be? And even maybe set up like a voicemail box.
But you gotta tell us if you'd want that.
Yes.
But Tristan, let me say one thing because you said that's why I'm here. Tristan, you forget that you're only here because I allow it. Okay,
that's hilarious.
You're only here because I bring you along.
It's the exact way, and I'd love to sit here and tell you the story about how all of this came to fruition.
I came to Tristan and said, "You want to start a baseball podcast?"
No. The Hitting Cage would be dead because I graduated. The only reason that it's continued, but we're not going to get into that story. It's because of
Makash, and we love Makash. We love Makash.
Lovely people. So again, as I did just say, the lovely people at Makash, please consider going sign up for a membership so you can get all these great perks that we did just talk about, and
many perks.
Get to be a part of our live episode coming soon. We might drop a teaser, a trailer, or something. Hopefully in the near future.
But you guys gotta tell us if you'd want that. If that's something you'd want, if you'd want to be able to interact with us, we'd love to have you guys on.
Want it. I think they would love to do it. Imagine we get the people to call in live. That'd be awesome.
I've had multiple people reach out to me about a call in, so I think that'd be great.
I think it'd be great. I know Peyton has told me that he really wants that. I think Nick Rose even said that he would love to do it.
No, he's banned.
He's banned? No, you're banned. You sound like a New York radio host. Let's get into the Milwaukee Brewers, man. I feel like this is the team, the crop of the – I can't even fucking speak. They're a good team. They're a really, really good team right now. How about that? Fuck you.
There you go.
They're a really good team
I was waiting for it to come out.
They have won, 9 in a row? I think this is the second time they've won 9 in a row this season.
It seems like they got a 9-game win streak every other week.
Every other week. Jay King is sitting right now and just feeling himself,
on his freaking throne.
I'd hate to paint you a visual picture of what Jay King is doing right now, but he's feeling all of it right now. He's high. He's about to have football season start up again.
No, he's a Titans fan. He's a Titans fan.
And you want to listen to him talk about Titans football and what Cam Ward can do? Of course he's ecstatic right now.
Why would you be ecstatic for your team to win 2 games, Jay?
Oh, my God, the Yankees actually have a lead. Hallelujah. I never thought that would have happened. Anyway. Let's get into the Milwaukee Brewers. And you know what? If we do have a live episode, we need to get him in here to talk about his Milwaukee.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm sure he would have a lot to say. You have let's see. Actually, before we get into your Milwaukee Brewers, I'd be interested to see who are your top 5 teams in the MLB right now.
Man, I think even though they've kind of stuttered ever since that really hot start, I think you got.
Are you starting from 1 or 5?
Is it a power ranking or who's actually looked the best?
It's a power ranking, yeah. So we'll call it a
My
power
picks to win the World Series, power ranking 1 to 5?
Sure.
The Detroit Tigers, number 1. I don't care.
Wow.
Because look,
they're slumping hard.
They are,
but they're slumping.
They are. But the pitching is still there. The pitching is still there. You look at the Mets, and you said it's the hitting's the issue, but the pitching isn't as there for the Mets as it is for the Tigers. The pitching isn't as there for the Yankees as it is for the Tigers. The great pitching and the timely hitting, the hitting's going to be fine. Avi Baez hit a bit of a slump, and I'm scared because we've seen what his big slumps can look like. They can last 6 seasons.
He did hit that big slump. Listen, they have a 94.2% chance to win that division and a 54.3% chance to clinch that bye and a 97.6% chance to make the playoffs. You're pretty much in. You're pretty much in. Behind that great pitching. Oh, you did it. You did it.
Look at that.
Dude, I'm not on Mac.
RG, I think RG's just messing with me at this point.
Where's the balloons, RG?
Balloons. RG, give me the balloons.
RG?
But no, look, it's Tigers number 1. It's Dodgers number 2. I'd be foolish not to put them on there. I'd be biased.
Yep.
Okay? I'm probably biased not to put them number 1. Number 3 is gone.
They're a little. I think that the number 1 team should have been the Brewers, but
number 3 is the Brew Crew. It's a power ranking. Number 3 is the Brewers.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's tough between the Astros and the Mariners. They both look good. I got to go Astros number 4 right now. And number 5, I got to go San Diego Padres. I still think the only team in the NL that has a chance to beat the Dodgers is the Padres. Bottom line. What about you? Let's hear 5.
Well, so your number 1 is the Brew Crew. I think that I think they're the only team that's ripped off 2 9-game winning streaks in the MLB.
And they've done in the last 2 months.
And I think, who are they playing tonight? I want to say it's like the Pirates. The Pirates. So, yeah, you should fully expect. And I would love to get into futures talk with this after because I want to talk to you about Paul Skeens for a second.
We will.
I think number 1 has got to be the Brewers. Only team that's been able to rip off 2 9-game winning streaks in the MLB. Just walked it off again the other day because of Isaac Collins, that rookie. He's been freaking insane for them. And then I think 2 is the Dodgers. They've gotten slowly but surely back into the groove of what the Dodgers should be. Now, they did just lose a series. No, sorry, they did just win a series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Dropped that last game, though. Shohei Ohtani came up with bases loaded, struck out. Very, very
nice. Love it.
It's just a D1 hater. But they've gotten back into what they can be. And I think Mookie Betts is slowly becoming a little bit more of himself as I
don't know, dude. He's looked rough.
Yeah, he has. But I think the only thing – listen, it's not going to be a negative thing to have Mookie Betts penciled into your lineup every day. It's just not.
No,
it's going to provide something. Mookie Betts could be hitting 199, and I'd still pencil him in. It's Mookie Betts. He's going to do something to impact the baseball. He's going to. Number 3, I have this written down on my side right now. I think I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Phillies.
Good pick.
Zach Wheeler, one of the best aces, one of the best starters in the game right now. I think he's up there in contention with the NL Cy Young right now. If it weren't for a certain individual wearing black and gold, I think he very well could win it. I'll give you the Cubs at 4. The Cubs at 4. This is, again, another team that was 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back.
But teams like that never win the World Series.
Yes, that's true. But the most true thing that's probably been for the last maybe 6 years, excluding that last year, I'd say, the hottest team always wins it. As soon as you get to mid-August, late August, the hottest team in September.
Excluding last year.
Yeah, that's what I say. Excluding last year. Is going to win it all. I mean, because if by that token, it would have probably been the Mets last year.
Tigers.
They looked dead.
Tigers.
No. I'm saying from the NL. I'm
focusing sorry. Yeah. Absolutely.
From the NL.
Absolutely the Mets.
The Mets, you've probably seen Mets Tigers in that World Series if it was the two
and both teams came close.
They very much did. Houston was just too much to handle, and I think right now, if you put Houston in Detroit's way, they steamroll. They steamroll the Astros. And don't get me wrong, the Astros made some great acquisitions.
I don't know about that.
And the Astros are always sneaky, but I think if there was an Astros Tigers AL CS, give me the Tigers in 6 games.
I don't know because you got to think about this.
The Tigers' wins wouldn't be close.
Tristan, you got to think about this too, though. The Astros still don't have Yordan Alvarez back.
This is true, but he wasn't performing well even before he left. Yeah, now, if you would have said they got Carlos Correa back, that would have been a different question. Because ever since Carlos Correa back, his buddy, his little fun-sized friend that I fucking hate, Jose Altuve, has started to click again. Maybe not defensively, but he had a great series in the Bronx. Hey, Yankees fans, if you think I'm wrong when I say this, you're the problem. Stop fucking booing him. You're fueling him. Yes, the pitching ain't great.
When they get Alvarez back, they will finish the number 1 seed in the American League if he plays the rest of the season.
I don't know about that. I think this is the Tigers to lose. Maybe the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays right now are the best team in the AL.
Blue Jays are not going to finish first in the AL.
You don't think? I think they've been sputtering. I think the Red Sox have a real shot. Remember when we said that the Red Sox could be the ones that win this division? Well, here they come.
And you know what? Here it comes with great pitching
too.
And timely hitting.
And Roman Anthony just got that extension. He looked great. I hate saying that. It makes me want to throw up. But it's true. It's true. But anyway, at my 4, we got sidetracked. I'm going to say that the Cubs, that series against the Brewers that's coming up, I think next Monday, a week from now, I'm going to eyes glued. That's going to be a matchup, man. Brewers Cubs. That's what's going to tell me if the Cubs are serious or not. How they perform against that Brewers. They don't have to necessarily win it, but if they're close, okay, man. Cubs are serious. And then at 5, I think I got the AL's best team, the Brew Crew. Notice how the top 4 teams were
the Brew Crew.
Sorry, the Blue Crew, the Blue Jays.
There we go.
Yeah, top 4 teams were all NL teams, by the way.
Look, you talked about Roman Anthony, and I remember when this kid got called up, it was looking like a rough stretch for him, kind of out of the gate. But now he's up to hitting 280. The power's still kind of waiting, but the fielding, the glove looks great. The speed looks great. The contact looks great. At very worst right now, look, the guy's a 4-tool player. At very worst, the power needs to come in, but the way that he's looked, 49 hits, 20 RBIs in those 49 hits, pretty efficient. He's looked really solid, and the Red Sox got a great deal on that contract. 8 years.
Yeah. I could see, if anybody had a problem with that list, me swapping, because at 6 I would probably have the Tigers. I could see the Tigers possibly making a claim for 5 on that list, but it is
Tristan,
my list. If you're mad about it, go fuck yourself.
I want to ask you.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, because we've had this discussion multiple times, both on and off the camera. Look, I know you love to panic about your beloved Yankees, but I need to ask you a genuine, serious question right now.
Let's go.
Do you think, and there is no maybe, I need a genuine answer.
I prepared myself for this question because I know it's going to happen.
Do you think the Yankees miss the playoffs, especially after Aaron Judge's injury?
There's a serious possibility, man. There is a serious possibility. And I'm going to answer your question the way that you don't want me to. I don't know. The way that they have played lately gives you that I don't know feeling. I mean, I can give you the fan graphs.
I think if you don't know
right now,
then that means you think they will.
They have an 80.6% chance to make the playoffs. So everybody seems to think that they're going to. Well, this is statistics and numbers, man. This isn't a feeling thing. This is fan graphs. This is something telling you the facts. That is statistically, speaking, they have one of the easier schedules down the stretch now. They're playing the Twins right now, who offloaded.
Yes, everyone but Buxton. Everyone but Buxton.
Loaded, and they just got Buxton back. He was activated for tonight's game after missing 13 games. Again, I forgot to say, today is Monday, August 11th. We're shooting this at 7 p.m. as games are going on. The answer is I don't know, man. I genuinely don't. And if you think I should lean one way or another, like one way is good and one way is bad, the fact that I'm saying I don't know is bad enough.
That's what I'm saying, especially because of how much you believe in the team.
There should be an answer. And I think my good buddy Peyton, playing a little bit of gaming earlier today, he asked me a serious question. He was like, hey, listen, man, would you rather lose 100 games and know that you're not going to make it, or get to the wild card knowing you're going to lose? Obviously, my answer was get to the wild card. You want to be in the playoffs. You want to know. But then he was like, but you're going to lose. Kind of right. I'm not going to lie to you right now. If this Yankees team, the way that they're playing right now, got into the wild card, I have them losing.
They're not beating anyone.
No matter who they're facing. Wholeheartedly, truthfully. And that's what's disgusting to think about this team. They now have a 12.2% chance to win that division. And it's more than the Red Sox, who are still in front of them, mind you.
I think that ship has sailed with Judge's injury.
I don't think the Blue Jays I think the Blue Jays cool off, but I don't think they get cold to the point where you're looking at that disappear. But I can't remember what year it was, but it was one of my mom's favorite years. I want to say it was 1977. The Yankees won the World Series. They were down 14 games, I think, come August to the Red Sox. They ended up coming back, making up all those 14 games, winning the division, and then winning the whole fucking thing. So who knows? I know that yesterday's baseball is not today's baseball, but it's still baseball. Who fucking knows?
It is.
Who knows? Like I said, the Yankees have one of the easiest schedules down the stretch. So who knows? That's my answer.
If I know one thing about baseball, it's that you don't count out any team unless it's the White Sox or they're mathematically eliminated. Too often.
Giancarlo Stanton hits a home run for the Yankees, making it 2-0 Yankees. That's cool. Give me more. You're not winning that game 2-0 with that fucking bullpen.
A lot more.
You're not winning that game 2-0 with that bullpen, man. Will Warren's up to 5 Ks on the night, so that's cool.
Let me say this though, Tristan. The Yankees made the proper moves at the deadline. They got
they did. They did what they were supposed to do.
And I think that's why it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Firing. Can you actually live up to your expectations?
Yes,
but
they'll be okay.
In our preseason meeting, as we're starting to wrap up here, in our pre-recording meeting, we talked about who we think is going to make it and who we think not. We already did our top 5 just now. And I'm going to give you some percentages of some of the best teams in baseball right now. You look at the Tigers, 97.6% chance. Right behind them is the Guardians in that division, 27.6.
Out.
You've got 3 teams in the AL East with a 75% chance or more. You have the Red Sox sitting at 75.4, the Yankees 80.6, and the Blue Jays at a 98.4, excuse me. Then you trickle down to the AL West, which is going to be a fun watch.
It has been all year.
The Mariners.
And I called this from the very beginning. This is going to be the best division in the American League.
I would like to make a change to my top 5. Instead of at 6 putting that Tigers team, I'm sliding them down to 7. I'm putting the Mariners in there at 6. Because I can't remember how many it is, but I know they're ripping off a massive win streak right now. And they're firing. And there is a good, solid chance that big ass up in Seattle could win AL MVP. There's a very serious chance
especially with Judge's injury.
Because of Judge's injury. Now, right now, I think Judge is still the favorite according to FanDuel. Yes, Judge is still a minus 145 favorite, but right behind him is Cal Raleigh at plus 110.
Not a huge margin.
Not a huge margin at all. And we can continue with those numbers, but I wanted to do futures later. But right now, what I wanted to do is keep going through this projection sheet. So you had the AL West, the Mariners at 94.5 and the Astros at 91.1. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's only a half-game lead for the Astros right now. AL West. Yeah, a half-game lead for the Astros right now.
But the thing that's got me hung up,
6.5, probably looking to get in that wild card.
The
Yankees keep slumping.
And let me tell you right now, if the Rangers get in, they're making noise just because of who's in that freaking dugout. They're making noise. But let me tell you, Tristan, the reason I can't get behind the Mariners to win that division
is because
the pitching's been pretty solid.
I thought you were going to say because it's all righties. I was like, they've mixed it up.
Yeah, the problem for me is that the Astros are still going to get the best player on their team.
We know what the Astros are, man. When they get into October, they're a different team.
And they're getting Yordan Alvarez back. I mean, at a certain point, so it's hard for me to pick the Mariners because look, they still can't hit with runners in scoring position. They still can't.
I have a question. We were going down that list of percentages, and I think I mentioned the percentages for the Cleveland Guardians at 27.6, which I think is egregiously low. Did you declare them dead? Is that what I heard?
They're out.
No, they're only a half game back in that wild card standing, man.
But they're not going to make it. I'll take the Rangers over them. I will.
The Rangers who are 2.5 back.
Yeah,
compared to the Guardians being a half game back.
I absolutely
Yankees
will.
Slumping, and then the Royals at 4.0.
Although,
but I think the Royals are done.
I do think Stephen Vogt's a good manager, though. I think he's a very good manager.
So you have the Rangers leapfrogging the Guardians, possibly.
I do.
There's a lot of shit going on in that Guardians clubhouse, man, with Emmanuel Clase and what's his face with the betting allegations, man.
That and Luis Ortiz, correct?
Luis Ortiz, yes.
And the fact that there was a lot of trade circulation around guys like Stephen Kwan, around guys like Hunter Gaddis.
And before the accusation came out, Emmanuel Clase.
Yeah, Emmanuel Clase as well. So this is a locker room, a clubhouse that kind of feels maybe not as wanted as they did a season ago. And that can really mess with your head and it can mess with your performance. So I don't know. There's just too many variables right now with the Guardians for me. Too much uncertainty. I can't with a clear conscience pick them to make the playoffs. I just can't do it.
And then you have the Rangers in that division at a 22% chance. Then moving on to the NL, you got the Phillies. You got the Phillies at 99.4%. You've got the Mets at 77.5%. The Brew Crew at a 99.9%, pretty much 100. The Cubs at a 97.1%. And then the Reds at a 12%.
Then you have the Dodgers. Reds got to be higher than that.
The wild card is an interesting thing. Let's see where they are in that wild card. In that wild card,
they're above the Giants. I think they're 2.5, 3 out.
Oh, I mean, who isn't above the Giants? No disrespect, but
my point is they're 2.5, 3 out. They're above 500.
They are 1.5 games out. And if the Mets keep playing the way they are, you're damn right they will be in there for that contention. But anyway, the Dodgers are at 99.8, pretty much a lock to be in there. With the Padres, who are on fire as well, also one of the best, if not the best, bullpens in baseball right now.
With Mason Miller, too.
Hey, and they still give you guys a 7.9% chance. Look at that. Jack, we're running down here. I say
0% chance.
I'd say we have about 5 minutes left. Let's revisit the futures. Do you want to change anything to your AL MVP? I think you had Aaron Judge penciled in there, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want to change that pick? It's hard. It's hard right now. It's hard. And he's kind of gotten back slow too. And Big Dumper has not slowed down.
And you know who I picked as I wouldn't like to change my first one. I'd like to change my second. I'd like to change my runner-up because I picked Julio Rodriguez. That's right. To be my runner-up for the AL MVP. I picked the wrong Seattle Mariner. I'm not going to change Aaron Judge. I think that Aaron Judge is going to get that award. And if he gets healthy quick, the only reason he won't win it is either he has a horrible last month or because of voter fatigue. I think, yes, Cal Raleigh has more home runs, but Aaron Judge, well higher batting average, higher RBI total, higher OPS, more impact. Look, I mean, Cal Raleigh is a great leader, but Aaron Judge is the second coming of the captain.
This is called the most valuable player to your team.
And look how the Yankees are playing without him.
Yep. Look how the Yankees were playing without him. Look how they're playing without him on the field right now.
So the answer is no. I would not like to change my.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay with Aaron Judge. I think Bobby Witt's also had a great season. He will not finish his runner up this year. I think Cal Raleigh is going to be your runner up. Tariq Skubal has had an interesting campaign, and I think he's been so good to the point where you do have to consider him as an MVP as well.
Absolutely.
But move to the NL. Shohei Ohtani is a 20. Am I reading that right? Is a 20,000 point favorite, minus 20,000 to win that award. So I don't think that changes at all.
I did pick Fernando Tatis Jr. to win that award.
But I do want to hear, because we know who it's going to be. Who is your runner up? That's like who would win it if Shohei wasn't a baseball player? Who's going to win this?
Kyle fucking Schwarber.
Great fucking pick. He's been outstanding. 40 home runs. Going to finish well above 40. Might finish with 50. Keeping the Phillies afloat, man. You kidding me?
He could finish with 60, and I'm fully serious.
He is at plus 2,000 right now to finish second.
And if Shohei Ohtani didn't exist, Schwarber would win that award. And I think even with Ohtani, you still have to consider what Kyle Schwarber has done.
Yeah. Agreed, 100%. And Paul Skeens has thrown his name into that list of NL MVP. Tariq Skubal, obviously, probably your AL Cy Young, but I think Garrett Crochet's name can't go without being mentioned.
Oh, fabulous.
Especially Nathan Eovaldi, who's looked terrific for the Rangers.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I just want you to know we gave up that man for pretty much nothing. Fucking hate him. Moving on to the NL Cy Young. I think this is a no-brainer, Paul Skeens. But in the 3 to 2 minutes that we have left, I want to say something to you that is crazy. You know how batting average is kind of diminished right now.
Sure.
It's not that important of a stat. Paul Skeens is about to make the win-loss stat the same thing. We might finally see a pitcher win a Cy Young with a losing record. Isn't that fucking insane?
Not only a losing record, a horrible record.
Yeah.
A horrible record.
It's not his fucking fault.
Not at all his fault. Not at all his fault.
So that's my question to you. Do you think that we start treating win-losses like we do batting average? think it's still important. It's there, yeah, sure. But let's focus on this stat more than maybe the win-loss.
No, because I'll tell you why. Because the win-loss tells you more about who a player is situationally than a batting average does.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you how the pitcher's pitching in the 6th or 7th inning, not just how they're hitting in the 1st inning.
Yeah, fair enough. I think Paul Skeens very well could make this obsolete, though.
I agree.
Factor, it would be him. I think a second place runner up there is going to be the same guy that I shouted out earlier, Zach Wheeler, pitching his fucking tail off for the Phillies. The Phillies have a great squad.
It could be a number of guys on the Phillies.
Christopher Sanchez is plus 800 on that list too. And then your guy, Logan Webb, towing the slab there. Who's gonna win the Rookie of the Year in both divisions? I think it's Brent. I think it's not Brent. Sorry, Brent Rooker. It's Nick Kurtz. It's Nick Kurtz in the AL.
Kurtz has looked fantastic.
It's hard not to say Nick Kurtz. There's been some other great, Roman Anthony got called up, already got that 8-year extension. He's great.
And you know what? Good for him, and let's go Oakland.
Jason Dominguez has looked decent, but he's nothing like Nick Kurtz right now, man. So I think it's Nick Kurtz. And now NL Cy Young. Goodness, I'm all over the place as the episode wraps up.
You always are.
The National League Rookie of the Year. I think this one's a conversation. I'm going with Agustin Ramirez. And I think he had a fantastic month of July, and he's starting to come back into his form in August. I know he's not the favorite. I know he's not. He's plus 2,000. You probably are laughing at me for saying that. But I think when you look at it, he might be the best player out of this batch. Isaac Collins, I know he just won the game for the Brew Crew. He looks fan-freaking-tastic.
But he hasn't been playing long enough.
Exactly. If Churio was able, he'd be on this list. Drake Baldwin also doing it well for the Braves. But I want to look at the Marlins because of that surge that they had. That surge that they had to make them think about, should we sell? We're kind of nasty right now. Do we have a chance of running the table here? That Agustin Ramirez. And he was a Yankee product. Chose Austin Wells over him, man.
Of course he did. Let me say one thing before we close here. I think obviously there's obvious picks, especially in the American League for these awards. But let me tell you right now, for the NL Rookie of the Year, you cannot count out Jacob Misiorowski.
No, you can't. You can't. And he was somebody who crossed my mind, but I just don't see a pitcher winning it. I don't know. Thoughts?
Look, we got a live show coming up soon. If that's something you guys would like to be a part of, if you want to interact with us, please send us a DM at the Hitting Cage Podcast, or send it to Tristan at the Real Tristan Thornhill, or me at Jack Glennon, or Makash Films Instagram,
X or Twitter, L Yankee Lover. DM us if you're interested in doing that, signing up for a membership. Anybody would like to sponsor us, possibly, because as Jack has said time and time again, he hasn't said it today. Jack, what is it? What is it?
Look, on this podcast, we're loved by all, listened to by a few, and sponsored by absolutely none. So if you want to sponsor us, reach out to Jason at makashfilms.com or our lovely producer, RG at 88 Keys Management. You can reach out to either one of those two to give us a sponsor. We'd greatly appreciate it, and it could help us go to the next level of the Hitting Cage. We can include a bullpen maybe as well.
Yeah, fuck it. Screw it. And if you're also interested in starting a podcast with Makash Films, hit one of us up. We'd love to help you get that started, look at the basis of it. Football's about to come into swing. Want to start talking about football? Let us know. Want to start talking about basketball who's starting up in October? Let us know. College sports on your mind? Let us know. Doesn't hurt, man. Man, I got nothing else for you.
You got one thing. You got one thing.
I do, but it's in my back pocket right now. You got anything else to add, man? Are you happy that you're back?
It's great to be back in the US of A. Great to be back with you, partner. As always, such a great time talking to you.
Yeah, I want to rip your head off 90% of the time, but
yeah, it's mutual.
It's very fucking mutual. Anyway, I do have one thing to say. And Jack, I'm going to have a little bit of help with you because I believe it's on the back of our shirts, and it's on the back of our shirts. So how could you ever forget? But just in case for some reason you do, the one thing I want you to stick with you for the rest of your life.
How do you gotta be?
Is to stay funky, stay fresh, and Jack, tell them what else.
And as always, we will see you in the next one.
You don't know what it takes. So you wanna be great, but do you really know what the stakes? Do you know what it means to me? I keep running my race.
Aye, that's a good one.